and some of them are worth a lot of money.
Really?
So I save those to the end, so once I get to them, I can just go farm them and make a lot of money. But some of them aren't worth shit, but you have to get them at least once. And I got all of them except for this one. And I've been trying to get them to fucking emerald, dude, and I'm just like,
I understand.
I finally got it. So I don't have to do any of the stupid ones anymore. I just like go farm the ones where I make money. I don't have to do any of the side quest fuck shit. But like, it might not have given it to me right there. And like, it just.
Oh, you gotta check at the end to see your loot crate type bullshit.
Yeah, well, the drop rate on that is 1 in 65. But it takes like a minute each. So I was like, okay, it might take an hour. No, dude, I killed 200 of these motherfuckers and they didn't give it to me, bro. Like 4 hours, bro.
4 hours,
give
3
it to
weeks, and 2 days later.
Yeah, because I was like, after an hour. Yeah, dude, so then like, dude, I've been stuck for a week on this bitch.
That's too tough.
Stupid, bro. Stupid.
Yeah, I've been there. Don't worry.
But that's done. Now I can just do the cool shit. And that was all part of a big new update, so now I have to go back and do it again or nothing.
Hey, Google.
I cleared the hurdle.
Are they making a new Darksiders game? Darksiders 4 finally?
Yes, THQ Nordic officially announced Darksiders 4 during their August 2025 digital showcase. Story: it is a direct sequel that finally picks up from the original game's cliffhanger ending. Gameplay: developed by Gunfire Games, it features third-person combat and exploration with all 4 horsemen playable. Platforms: confirmed for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series 10, S, and PC. Release date: currently to be announced, though rumors suggest a possible late 2026 or 2027 window. Would you like me to find the announcement teaser or specific gameplay details for you?
No, but, well, yeah. Yeah, do that, but also, what the fuck is Marvel Heroes 2016?
Marvel Heroes 2016 officially shut down in November 2017 after Disney severed ties with Gazillion Entertainment. However, as of early 2026, the game is playable via community-led server emulators, MH Server EMU, a core project that has restored about 65% of the game, including the full story, levels 1 to 60, and loot systems. Project Tahiti/Council of Ancients, popular community servers using this emulation technology to host playable sessions. Status: a major version 1.0 update for the emulator is planned for early 2026, which may include a server wipe for a fresh start. Would you like me to find the setup instructions or the Discord links for these private servers?
No, go back to that Darksiders conversation we were having.
THQ Nordic confirmed Darksiders 4 is in development at Gunfire Games. Story: it is a direct sequel to the first game, finally moving past the 2010 cliffhanger. Playable characters:
Okay. That being said, is there any clips yet?
there is an official announcement teaser from the THQ Nordic Digital Showcase 2025. It features War declaring he won't fight the coming war alone, followed by Death, Fury, and Strife appearing behind him. While the trailer uses in-engine visuals and cinematic clips, there is no raw gameplay footage available yet. Would you like me to find the link to the teaser for you?
Yes. Hell yes. Yes.
I encountered an error doing what you asked. Could you try again?
You bitch. If I have PlayStation Plus games already downloaded on my PlayStation and I'm offline, can I play them if I don't have PlayStation Plus this month?
No, you cannot. Once your PlayStation Plus subscription expires, the licenses for those games are locked in, even if you are offline. The console uses a local timer to check the expiration date against your last.
It's about to be time. I don't like phone. I'm going to sleep. Yeah. I don't know if I can. Or when it's snowing. It makes sense when it's snowing.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
It's cold. Yeah.
As I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with...
This is Soul Reaver. I remember this.
So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kane's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kane. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until, of course, Kane shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long-dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade. But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap? How mine? Don't forget it was Kane who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kane laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Cain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant.
And I don't believe even you would take that risk. I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Cain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Cain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again for his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me. So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Seraphim finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Seraphim therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Seraphim, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
They don't write games like this no more. That dialogue, that's peak dialogue right there.
Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized,
was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here. And then so cruelly profaned by Cain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, what a vile phantasm I had become, and a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Cain and destroy him. I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Cain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Cain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Cain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
I can't touch the water without dying. Where the fuck is the save point? thought he couldn't swim because he's a vampire.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
That's wild. It's, your soul is outside of time.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
Did he just find a way to make save points canon in his universe? It's crazy.
I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance. vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kane's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Damn it. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm ready to go pass out.